Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. Heat Nation, I really don't know what to tell y'all, man. I mean, I was pulling for you guys, especially how rocky the game just started. And I mean, you guys were right there. And the last play of the game from Derek White, I mean, you could blame that entirely on Max Strus. I mean, Van Gundy called out about watching the inbounder. You know what I'm saying? And Derek White, as soon as that shot, as soon as Marcus Smart took that shot, Derek White just hustled straight to the basketball, and Max Strus was just entirely late. I mean, complete defensive gaffe on his part. And now, Memorial Day, you guys got to go to Boston in Game 7. Guys, I mean, look, Boston still has to win the game. Okay, nothing's a guarantee. Speaking of guarantees, you know, it sucks that Jimmy was trying to guarantee that Game 6 win. He was a GOAT in the wrong way for most of the game. Him and Bam, you know, I mean, talk about the role players for Miami Heat stepping up, giving you the best they can do in terms of contributions. I believe they reached like their bench average for playoffs or something like that. Like they gave them 57 points. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't ask more from the Miami role players. I mean, Caleb Martin has just been an absolute godsend for you guys. Duncan Robinson, I mean, look, he missed a couple wide open threes, but I mean, he had a few of those threes that kept you guys in the game, you know. And then Jimmy Butler finally started to cook up in the last couple minutes of the game. You guys have been excellent in these clutch moments, and for the most part, you were, except for that failed box out, or that rim run that Derek White did, and Max Strus was just late trying to, you know what I'm saying, get into him, man. Man, it's gonna be tough in Boston. This was the game. I don't know how you guys come back and try to muster it up on the road in that Rockets crowd on Memorial Day. Jaylen Brown, he was cooking, and he was heating up. Jason Tatum, I mean, he was getting his points in the half from the free throw line. I mean, he wasn't really making any baskets. Something's weird with him in the second half of games. It's so weird, especially in the fourth quarters. But I mean, Boston's trying to make history. And I mean, look, guys, like, I'll say this. Nobody expected Miami Heat to get this far, right? I think that if you guys go on to lose this series, this season's been a wild success considering how up and down you guys were all year, right? And I know at this point in the season, everybody, especially at this point in the playoffs, everybody has championship expectations. At this point, they feel they have a shot to get to the finals and win it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, you guys still got to go out and win the game. You know what I'm saying? This was the game for you guys to win. Obviously, you guys didn't win it. It's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way Boston's been playing. I mean, look, Boston was controlled most of this game. They almost whiffed this game away. You guys were right there to steal it and get to the NBA Finals. But it just didn't happen. And look, sometimes the game, not to sound cliche, yeah, the ball just bounces like that, man. And you know, heavy money is gonna be on Boston to close you guys out. I'll be rooting like hell for you guys. But at the same time, man, like, the season, like I said, it was a season of success. You got Eric Spoelstra maxed out this crew the best he could. And look, I know the game came down to the last second, and Jimmy Butler was damn near the good GOAT towards the end, making those 3 free throws. But I mean, just his play the last 2 games has just been what happened, you know, especially in this game. He just wasn't really hunting for his shots anymore. It's like a guy like Jimmy Butler, to see his confidence dwindle from the beginning to the middle of the game, you know what I'm saying? It was just so weird. Like, what happened? To me, personally, I thought Jimmy Butler, I viewed him as the best player in these playoffs by far, when you talk about just leadership, grit, you know, the statistics, the scoring averages and whatnot, what he was doing, you know, in these series, just absurd, you know, and he didn't come through, and it seemed like it rubbed off on Bam. Bam missed a lot of shots in the paint, you know what I'm saying? He was very hesitant when he got the ball down low in the middle, didn't seem to know what to do, and then he'll take like a weird shot, clank. You know, so the role players really, if you needed a game for the role players to step up, they did. You know what I'm saying? And people can make a case that in this particular series that Caleb Martin has been the best player, right? So, you know, good luck in Boston, man. What a hell of a game, you know, from start to finish. I mean, all the work that Boston did, it would have been so funny to see the Miami Heat just snatch it in the last couple minutes. I mean, talk about being up by like what 10 with like 2 minutes to go or something like that, and then to damn near piss that away, and then the Heat to go to the finals. It would have been absolutely hilarious, but that didn't happen. So now Boston, they've been struggling at home, but they seem to figure something out. They're back home now. They're gonna be going back home on Monday for it should be an epic Game 7. We hope it'll be an epic Game 7. Hopefully be a competitive game. I wouldn't be surprised if Boston wiped the Miami Heat out. Obviously, I don't want to see that. So Eric Spoelstra has to get back in the think tank. And I mean, look, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo cannot play the way like they did today. In Boston for Game 7. It's just gonna be bad for them. It'll be a bloodbath. It'll be the Boston Massacre. So yeah, do or die. Boston's looking to make history. And get to the NBA Finals in back-to-back years. Miami, they've made the task a lot harder than what it needed to be. But I got to give credit to Boston. I mean, on paper, they're the better team, and so far in these last couple games, they've shown that. So I got to give props to them and Joe Mazzulla as well. It seemed like his job is safe, for sure, as well. I mean, to get these guys ready to play and to win this game, it looked like Mazzulla was really, it was in the think tank. I mean, good timeout call and good play at the end of the game. I mean, yeah, Marcus take that shot and then go straight to the basket. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to draw that up, or just good instincts, or just putting guys in position to feel confident. And to do that, you got to give credit to the coach. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you can put on the players, but I got to give him some credit, because when they lose, he gets a lot of heat, right? So anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts about this wild game, about Jimmy's performance and just that crazy shot made by no hairline Derek White at the end of the game. Leave your thoughts, man. And if you're Heat fans, I mean, let me know let me know your concerns, man. I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say about this game. I'm sure you guys must be devastated. I was devastated because I was rooting for you guys. I'm like, no way he got that shot off, but he did. So just a crazy game altogether. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.